We had a queue of about 50 to 60 trucks before we even started our shift. We had compliance issues with fatigue management. For those drivers, we had to look at what obligations did we have in that. In essence, we were delaying them. We could only get through 10 trucks an hour based on this site. To have 60 trucks at the very start of the day would mean it would take us 6 hours to get to the last truck. Because we had no visibility and no forward planning on that, we couldn't control any of the times that trucks were arriving. That meant that we just had to put up with that. Putting the problem back to us and saying, well, we have an obligation to fix this, we started looking at how we could time slot these trucks and improve the process. Inband was the perfect solution for us. It gave us everything that we needed. It was a quick implementation, and overnight we removed that queue.
It's amazing, like before that software, like if we talk about a few years ago, it takes time. But now it's pretty quick. We are out most of the one hour, and we don't waste time here now.
We have to do something. We have to change. The industry would struggle to accept this change. So how do we massage this into the industry and make sure that it will get accepted? Sustainability is very important for us on this particular site. Inbound has removed a lot of idle time, a lot of trucks that are coming in waiting.
With Inbound, we're able to manage our capacity and spread that load, and our trucks are, in and out within a much more reasonable time frame.
Is it going to be there in 5 years' time? Yes, it will. So, how do we implement it? We had to rip the Band-Aid off and say, we're going to do this because it's the right thing to do.
The Inbound time slot system is perfect for us. Less paperwork. Everything is uploaded to the system for us to see prior to a driver getting here. So we can look the day before, and if there are any issues in regards to house bills being held, incorrect documentation, let's say, for example, between a parent and a lower house bill, all those messages can go out prior to the freight forwarder, to the driver arriving on site, which helps us. We can release freight and we keep things moving.
Well, Inbound's been a game changer for us to manage the compliance. We can see who is picking up each day. We can see the truck that will be arriving. We can see the driver. We can manage the driver's license by scanning, and we can control what they're actually collecting by what they've registered from there. And then we have a record of that moving forward. So anything that has been collected, we know who has collected it at any point in time electronically, and we can get that information very quickly.
The digital aspect of Inbound rather than paper copies, nothing gets lost. Nothing's dog-eared, and we have a lot of scanning and soft copies through our internal software, which can be difficult if you work in a warehouse unpacking, packing containers. You're out in the elements. Everything is dog-eared, as you said, coffee stained. Scanners don't like it. Information gets lost. Barcodes may not be scanned properly, so how we want it, so we don't get the correct information uploaded that we need. So having digital copies on Inbound attached to bookings makes a huge difference to us.
Inbound allows us to manage our capacity. Congestion can be a real big safety hazard. So making sure that we've got as many trucks in our site as we can handle, forklift traffic, pedestrian traffic. It's really important to keep everybody safe, and being able to spread our trucks, spread our forklifts, spread our workspaces is really, really important.
By removing the queue, we gained access to a vacant lot that we owned next door. We couldn't do much with the queue splitting down the yard, so we couldn't access it as part of Seacon. Far too many containers for the space that we had, so we expanded the container yard. from 26,000 into 36,000 and giving us the ability to handle another 30,000 TEU a year.
It's important to us to sort of minimise our carbon footprint. We, Inband gives us the ability to maximise freight with as little trucks as possible. So here at our depot, we run our export and our import departments out of the same shed. So a truck is able to come in, drop off their export freight and then continue on and pick up their import freight.
When we think about Inband, it is a time slotting system for the outside carriers. When we started thinking outside the square on what Inband could be used for within our business, we've also implementing it into the workshop. So the workshop can use Inband to book in services for all of our trucks, all of our trailers, but also externals. So anyone that wants to come in and get a service of their fleet can book via Inband, and it's easily managed. We get the visibility and we can plan and control our resources and capacity. As part of being a partnership, we continuously engage with Inband, come up with ideas, how can we improve this, and they're out here probably once a quarter sitting with us to go through some of the ideas that we have, and they actively engage with those ideas. They'll develop them and we test them, and then it goes to market. We also want solutions, and those solutions aren't unique to us. They roll them out to everyone else, but they're our ideas. And we want these improvements in our business. We'll be at the forefront of that. We want to continuously improve. Inband is the same, and we see that as a genuine partnership.